Dear students, good morning everyone. Today we are going to see the grammar part, parts of speech. What is speech? Whatever we are going to speak or convey something to other, that is speech. This is the noun form, speak verb, speech noun form. What is a sentence? Sentence is a group of words. So this group of words function as the following: noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition, conjunction and interjection. So as you know, parts of speech that categorizes as follows. So there are 8 parts of speech in English. What are they? Noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition, conjunction and interjection. Do you understand? Now we have to see each part in detail. Shall we see? First one, noun. What is a noun? Noun is a naming word. It refers to a name of person, for example Sugandh. Name of a place, Erode. Name of a thing, pen, anyone. So what is a noun? Noun is a name of a person, place or thing. Let's see the kinds of noun: proper noun, common noun, collective noun, concrete noun or material noun. The last one, abstract noun. Next we have to see pronoun. What is pronoun? Pronoun is a word used instead of noun. For example, Kavin is a boy. He is playing football. First sentence, Kavin, that is noun form. He is playing football. He refers to whom? Kavin. So instead of Kavin, we can use he. That is pronoun. He is pronoun. Kavin, noun. He, pronoun. He is used instead of Kavin. That is pronoun. Here some pronouns are given: I, we, you, he, she, it, they. Already you know, first person singular I, first person plural we, second person singular and plural you. For example, you are a student, singular. You are students, plural. So you refers both singular and plural. Next, he, she, it, that is third person singular. They, third person plural. Do you understand? Let's say kinds of pronoun. There are 10 kinds. See that. First one, relative pronoun, personal pronoun, demonstrative pronoun, interrogative pronoun, indefinite pronoun, distributive pronoun, emphatic pronoun, reflexive pronoun, exclamatory pronoun and reciprocal pronoun. These are the 10 kinds of pronoun. Dear students, see what is a relative pronoun? Which shows relation. Next one, personal pronoun, which indicates person. Demonstrative pronoun means which demonstrates a noun, an object or a complement. Interrogative pronoun which asks a question. Indefinite pronoun which is indefinite. Indefinite means not particular, refers to anyone. Then distributive pronoun which distributes a group or a pair. The next one, emphatic pronoun which is used for emphasis before the verb. The next one, reflexive pronoun which reflects the action towards the subjects used after the verb. Emphatic pronoun which is used before the verb. Reflexive pronoun which is used after the verb. Next one, exclamatory pronoun which expresses sudden or surprise, sudden feeling or surprise. The last one, reciprocal pronoun which shows relation with one another. Dear students, these are the kinds of pronoun. Just you know that next year you will learn in detail. Do you understand? Next we have to see verb. Verb, you know already, you are familiar with that. What is verb? Verb is an action word. It denotes action. For example, what are you doing now? You are listening grammar. What am I doing? I am teaching grammar. So here in this sentence, I am teaching grammar. I subject, am teaching verb, grammar object. What are you teaching? What are you teaching? Grammar. So that is object. If you ask question what or whom means, that is object. Here in this sentence, am teaching verb. It shows tense also. What tense this one? Am teaching. Ing form continuous tense. Am means present continuous tense. I am teaching grammar. That's verb am teaching, that shows present continuous tense. Present continuous means any process is going on at the time of speaking. Next one, you are listening grammar. Or listening, that is verb. That also what tense? Present continuous tense. You are listening grammar. So verb, it denotes action. What action? Here I am teaching. You are listening. So what is the action here? Teaching, listening. Both are in present continuous tense. Do you understand? Next parts of speech, adverb. Adverb, that is additional information, that is about verb. So what is an adverb? It tells us more about or modifies a verb, an adjective or another adverb. Take this sentence, first example. He ran fast. Here it modifies verb. We have to ask question. How did he run? He ran fast. So it modifies verb ran. That is running action. So how that is a running action? It modifies, that is a fast. So this one. He ran fast, it modifies verb, it is an adverb. Fast here, adverb. See next sentence, it looks very beautiful. Beautiful, that is adjective word. What is adjective? It qualifies or which describes noun. It looks very beautiful. Which looks beautiful? It. So it refers, it qualifies noun form. Here it looks beautiful, it looks very beautiful. So it modifies adjective word. So here very adverb. Next one, place work very carefully. Here carefully, word which ends with ly means that is adverb. Here very carefully, carefully adverb, very another adverb. So it modifies another adverb. So here what are the words that is adverb here? You can identify in 3 sentences. In first sentence, fast, that is adverb. Second one, very, it looks very beautiful, very adverb. Third one, place work very carefully, very adverb here. Do you understand? Let's see adjective. Already you know about adjective. What is an adjective? An adjective is a word that tells us more about a noun. It is a describing word. Describes what? It describes noun. Here see this example. Karan is a naughty boy. What kind of a boy? Naughty boy. So here naughty, that is adjective word. Boy here noun form. That word naughty is used to describe the noun. What boy? What kind of boy? Naughty boy. So here naughty adjective. Here see second one. Can you show me the red pen? Here which pen? Red pen. Pen noun form. Red is used to describe the noun. So here red is adjective word. Third one, there are 5 computers in the room. How many computers? 5 computers. Computer noun form. How many here? 5. 5, that is adjective word. So adjective word means it is a word that tells us more about a noun. Do you understand? Next parts of speech we have to see a preposition. What is a preposition? A preposition is a word or group of words used before a noun, pronoun or noun phrase to show direction, time, place, location, spatial relationships or to introduce an object. Some examples of prepositions are words like in, at, on, off and to. Here see this example. The book is on the table. Here on, that is preposition. the table noun form. So it is used to place before the noun to show what relation to another noun. Here the book is another noun. So here the book is on the table, the book is on the table. So both nouns are here joined by preposition, that is on. Here not conjunction. It is used to place before a noun form, preposition. Position means place, pre means before. So it is placed before the noun to show in what relation to another noun or pronoun or a noun phrase, that is preposition. See one more example. The children are in the class. The class noun form. The children also noun form, collective noun. Here what is preposition? In. So in, that word is placed before the noun the class. It shows what relation to another noun, the children. So here in is preposition. In these two sentences, on and in are prepositions. You understand? Kinds of preposition, there are three kinds: simple prepositions, compound prepositions, and complex or phrase prepositions. You will learn in detail in higher classes. Here words like in, on, at, by, from, about, over, under, through, till, up, of, for, to, etc. These are simple prepositions. Compound prepositions. Compound preposition are words formed by combining prepositions or nouns, adverbs, etc. Some examples of compound prepositions are into, across, without, within, inside, outside, onto, beneath, below, behind, between, etc. Next one, complex or phrase prepositions. Phrase means group of words without verb. Some prepositions are made up of a group of words that do the work of a single preposition. These are called complex or phrase prepositions. Some examples are in front of, because of, with reference to, in spite of, in addition to, according to, along with, away from, by means of, in place of, etc. Next we have to see conjunctions. Conjunction. Junction means what? That is a joining. You know railway station, railway junction. Junction means it joins or it connects two stations. Like here, conjunction is a word that joins words, phrases, classes or sentences. See this example, first one. Rahul and Priya joined a dance class. Here Rahul and Priya. What is the conjunction word here? And, that joins two words, two names. In second one, Rahul learnt jazz, that is music, but Priya took up Indian classical dance. Here but, that is the conjunction word which joins, which connects two sentences. Third one, although they left early, they did not reach on time. Here two sentences having, they left early. Second one, they did not reach on time. Both sentences are connected by although, that is subordinating conjunction. Here take this sentence alone, they did not reach on time. They did not reach on time, completed meaning. So that completed meaning, that sentence is called main class. Take first sentence, they left early. Before that, although they left early. That means up to comma, that is incomplete meaning. When it joins with the second sentence, the first sentence meaning will be completed. So here what is the conjunction word? Although, that is subordinating conjunction which joins two sentences. Here they did not reach on time, main class. That incomplete meaning, although they left early, that is subordinate class. Subordinate class conveys incomplete meaning. Main class conveys complete meaning. Subordinate class depends on main class to complete its meaning. You understand? So here in fourth one, he did not remember where he had left his wallet. That is purse. Where here conjunction word. So in these sentences, these two words, conjunction is a word that joins two words or two phrases, classes, or two sentences. You understand? Let's see types of conjunctions. There are three types of conjunctions: coordinating conjunctions, subordinating conjunctions, and correlative conjunctions. What are coordinating conjunctions? Coordinating conjunctions link or join or connect two groups of words that independently make sense. Sense means meaning. For example, and, or, for, otherwise, so, but, yet, still, as well as, etc. These words present means that words are coordinating conjunctions. Next one, subordinating conjunctions. These conjunctions help us to introduce subordinate classes. They are also used to join subordinate or dependent classes to main classes. For example, when, though, although, since, until, till, after, as, before, if, unless, whereas, while, in case, as long as soon as much as, therefore, so that, because, as if, however. These words present means these are subordinating conjunctions. Next one, correlative conjunctions. These conjunctions are always used in pairs. Pair means two. The two connectors in each sentence that are related to each other are known as correlative conjunctions. For example, neither nor, either or, not only but also, scarcely when, both and, no sooner than, such that. So these conjunctions present as pairs. You understand? Dear students, see first sentence, I rang up but he didn't speak to me. But here that conjunction is coordinating conjunction. Second one, unless you work hard, you cannot secure good marks. Here unless, that is a connective word which is subordinating conjunctions. Third one, Sheba is both a singer and a dancer. Here which is conjunction word? Both and. This is correlative conjunction. Let's see last parts of speech, interjection. What is interjection? It is a word used to express our sudden feelings. It ends with exclamatory mark. See this example. What a beautiful flower. How tall the building is. Alas, I have lost my pen. In these sentences, we express our feelings. So this is interjection. We can easily identify interjection by the presence of exclamatory mark. Do you understand? Till now we have seen parts of speech. Just we have to recollect what are parts of speech. How many parts of speech? There are 18 number. What are they? Noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition, conjunction and interjection.